Today, we're starting this bad boy, but I'll do it in my way. Once upon a time, there was a little engine called Edward. To be precise, he's a Furness Railway K2. But he lived at a shed with 5 other big engines. These were Gordon, 98462, Allard Greedy, 87546, and Great Bear. These 5 engines all made fun of Edward for being smaller than him. "The driver won't choose you again," said Gordon. "He wants strong engines like us." Edward hasn't been out for a long time, and he began to feel very, very lonely and sad. A little bit later, the driver came along. "Hello, Edward. Would you like to come out today?" "Oh, yes, please," said Edward. Gordon was absolutely fuming. "I'm very fuming. I'm a fucking mind reader." So they lit Edward's fire and off he went, leaving a sulky-ass Gordon in the shed. Edward went off to shunt some coaches. "Oh, please, Edward, don't bump us around like those big bastards." "Don't worry, dears. I won't bump you. I'm way too kind for that," said Edward. Edward was waiting at the station with his 5 coaches. "Beep, beep. Get in quickly, please," he said. So all the people got in his coaches and waited for the guard with his green flag. Edward was getting a little bit impatient. "Beep, beep. Where's the fucking guard?" "I don't know. The guard will tell us in a minute." "What?" Then they saw the guard running down waving his flag until his arm was tired. The guard ran onto the platform and into the brake coach, and off Edward went down the line. When he went to the shed that night, he boasted about the other engines. "I'm going out again tomorrow." But Allard Greedy said, "You shouldn't." But Edward didn't really give a shit and just went off to sleep at once. Chapter 2. Edward and Gordon. In Edward's shed, one of the engines is an LNER A1 prototype called Gordon. He was one of the most boastful engines, and that's putting it mildly. "Aha," said Gordon. "Watch me later, little Edward. You'll see me fly by with the express." "Yeah, whatever," said Edward, clearly not impressed. Edward went off to shunt trucks. He loved shunting trucks. He would sneak up on them and give them a bang. Oh, what's going on?" screamed the trucks. "Ha ha," said Edward. He would shunt the trucks into the siding, out the way. Later on that day, he saw Gordon rushing by with "A goods train! A goods train! A goods train!" he grumbled. "The shame of it! The shame of it! Oh, the shame of it!" He went slowly through with his goods trains. Edward was trying not to laugh. Soon afterwards, a porter ran up to Edward. "Gordon can't get up Wellsworth Hill. Will you take him and push him, please?" They found Gordon halfway up the hill, moaning like a bitch. "These noisy trucks pull an engine back. If I had coaches, I would fly over here like a rocket ship." "A what?" Soon Edward came up and bumped into the brake van, and together they pushed over the hill. "Beep, beep, I'm ready," said Edward. "Poop, poop, no good," grumbled Gordon. The guard blew his whistle, and then they pushed as hard as they could. "I can't do it. I can't do it," grumbled Gordon. "I will do it. I will do it," puffed Edward. Soon Gordon reached over the top of the hill and raced down the other side. As soon as he was over the hill, he left Edward behind. "Not even a thank you," he said to himself. Edward slowly puffed his way down to Marron Station, which was the station on the other side of Wellsworth Hill. He stopped at a water tower to get a long drink. His driver told him, "When we get back, I shall pop over my can of paints and give you a full repaint. Would you like that?" "Yes, please. I would love to have a new blue livery with red stripes," said Edward. His guard said, "You'll be the smartest engine in the shed, and you're definitely pulling all the ladies." Yeah. And next is one of the best bits of this book. Once, an engine attached to a train was afraid of a few drops of rain. It went into a tunnel and squeaked through its funnel and wouldn't come out again. Hello. This engine was called Henry. He was a GNR prototype engine for the GNR's A1, even though his plans were stolen from Nigel Gresley himself. He hushed in the tunnel. "Come on," said the guard. "Hurry up." "No, the rain shall spoil my lovely green paint with red stripes," he moaned sulkily. The guard and the driver argued with him for what felt like hours. "I am not going to ruin my lovely green paint and red stripes just for you." Soon, even his boss, the fat director, even wanted to give it a shot. He decided to pull him out. 1, 2, 3, and pull! Come on, pull, you old drats! Except my doctor has forbidden me from pulling. So they tried pushing him. 1, 2, 3, push! Except my doctor's also forbidden me from pushing. They tried to push, but it was no use. He did weigh like over 500 tons. "Look, it stopped raining." "Yeah, but it will again soon," said Edward Henry. So they decided to push with another engine. This engine was part of the fire and rescue service called Eagle. He pushed and pushed, but he just couldn't. He was too heavy. Oi! Eventually, even the fat director even gave up. "We shall take away your rails," he said, "and leave you here for always and always and always." So over the next few hours, they built a wall in front of him, leaving only his sad, depressing eyes staring out at the world. The other engines passed by. Edward passes by with local goods trains and small passenger services. "Beep, beep, hello, Henry." Gordon puffed by. "Poop, poop, 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 serves you right. But I think he deserved his punishment. Don't you?" It had been about a week when Henry was locked in the tunnel for refusing to go out in the rain. Edward was usually nicer about this, but Henry just sighed with sadness as they went by, leaving him in there. Then came along Gordon. "Hurry, hurry, hurry," he said. "Trippity-trop, trippity-trop, trippity-trop," said the coaches, as he went towards Ballyhoo Tunnel. As they went closer, a loud whoosh appeared. "What is happening to me?" said Gordon. "You burst your safety valve, you daft bugger," said his driver. The fat director went out immediately. We shall have to call Edward for this, and you'll have to stay in the siding until we can get you to the works by Eagle." "Who? Eagle?" "I never liked these big engines. So many things going wrong with them." "Fuck off." Edward eventually came along. "Will you pull the express?" "I'll try, sir, but I haven't pulled this many coaches." He pulled and pulled what felt like hours, but nothing ever came up. I need to have a word." So Edward asked, "Why not let Henry do it?" The fat director agreed, and let Henry out of the tunnel immediately. Why am I letting out, sir?" The fat director said. "Well, Gordon's burst his safety valve. Again. I need you to double head with the express with Edward." "Oh, yes, sir," he said. "Go on, find the turntable. We'll find one in Vickerstown." Edward and Henry buffered up to the express. "Beep, beep," said Edward. "I'm ready." "Beep, beep, beep. So am I," said Henry, as they chucked off. Actually, Gordon was actually being pleased about this. "So you are useful after all, little Edward, and you are useful, Henry." "Why, thank you." All the passengers were excited. Even the fat director. So excited his hat blew him off, and his hat landed in the field where a goat ate it for its tea. The fat director said, "Would you like to be painted blue with red stripes?" "I'll give it a go," said Henry. Now, Henry's no longer afraid of the rain, because he knows he'll just get dried off by his crew when he gets to a shed. Edward and Gordon were now happy that they have a new member to their fleet. And that was the 3 railway engines. Next up, we have Thomas the Tank Engine.